Alrighty then, folks. Hello then. Welcome back to some more Gundam Breaker. So, in the last episode, we had fought the student council very, very briefly, and we had met a mysterious girl. We have no idea who either of those people are, nor do we really care. I haven't really done anything since the last stage, so I figure why not just do the next one? It can't hurt. I mean, I still can't find a way to upgrade our parts. It has to come eventually. I'm assuming, like, there's gonna be some major thing to do. Who knows? So, it still says 9/1 there, and I'm assuming that means January 9th, not September 9th, but it might mean September 1st. Because, you know, if you're American, you see that as September 1st. If you're European, you see that as the 9th day in January. Or, you know, every other country besides America. And maybe Canada. I don't know what Canada does. But yeah, so, like, maybe we go a couple of days and then there's, like, a time skip of, like, a week and we get into the, like, real part of the game, maybe? Because I'm curious as to how they're gonna, like, do the basically every other aspect of this game, since right now it's just like mission. Is it gonna be like mission, free roam? Or is it gonna be like we get a story mission, we make a decision, and we decide that way, which would be kind of boring if that is, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's play some more. Huh. Oh no, she's the first year who joined the group and everyone else left. And so it's gonna get destroyed unless other people join the MSO8 group. Please tell me you don't want any of that shit. Don't worry, we'll just kill her. It'll be fine. We won't even have to kill her. We'll just, like, threaten to murder her family. She'll cave. It'll be easy. I'm assuming she's at the bottom just because she doesn't actually like battling. She only likes building. So this character is basically the embodiment of all of us who build Gunpla. Basically the crack is too strong and the backlog is too big. Like, but you need more. It's just sitting in a cabinet, or in my case, on top of a dresser. Well, you know, I'm still using the bog standard mobile suit, so it should be fine. See, like, it'd be really cool if this is how you unlock, like, more of the stuff, like, oh yeah, you can just change all of your abilities now. But that's not going to be the case. You say my hunk of plastic is shit? I'ma cut you. So if you don't know, with the IBO Gunpla that started coming out, Bandai started getting really big on like the inner frame to their Gundam, even releasing a new form of SD inner frame that's like interchangeable, like last night or yesterday or something like that. I don't know how long that's been a thing, but I just saw the video last night. But yeah, they're like working on like building standard frames for Gunpla so it'd be easier to customize stuff, which sounds really cool to me. And I really hope they like integrate that into canon, but I don't think they will. Sure, I don't know what the tutorial's about.
基本中の基本であるバランスフレームが万能ではありますが、やはりその名の通り突出したものがなく決定的な突破力には欠けてしまいます。チームとしてはストライカーかガンダムを一人置いて攻撃の主軸を作りたいところですが、得体の知れない相手と戦うならエンチャントやサーチで対策した方がいいですし、それと
The fuck would you ever want a searcher as your primary? I guess as a scout, but we only have 3 people, so having a scout is kind of pointless.
マリカちゃん、ストップストップ。専門的な話はもうちょっと後でも
I
い
mean,
い
she
か
didn't
な。
even give you anything, she just gave you a couple of names. It's not that
すみ
bad.
ません、つい私話し出すと止まらなくて、どうしましょう。何から説明したらいいですか。
So we need to switch to the melee one, like
そうね。
Buster or Breaker or
フレー
whatever.
ムのタイプについてそれぞれ説明が欲しいわ。では僭越ながら説明させていただきます。まずはじめにパーツとインナーフレームの関係について話したいと思います。パーツに何らかの力が備わっているのは皆さん知っていると思いますが、インナーフレームはその力を底上げするものなんですね。
Oh!
例えば今この機体はバランスフレームですが、近接攻撃に特化したフレームタイプであるストライカーフレームに変えると大きくパラメータが変わってきます。全く同じパーツ構成でも性能がガラッと変わり、よりプレイヤーの個性を出す。
So the inner frame have stats and then the parts are just added on. I kind of like that. That's cool.
またインナ
But
ーフレームは
didn't different
アビリ
parts
ティを
change
付加する
stats?
ことでさらにその性能を尖らせることもできるようにもなっています。自分の好みやチームでの役割に合わせてプレイスタイルを自由に変えられるってことね。その通りです。あと8個ある EX スキルのうち6個はそれぞれの V パーツが残りの2個はインナーフレーム固有のフレーム EX スキルと呼ばれるもので、フレームタイプによって効果もかなり違いますし、一度使用するだけで戦況が大きく動くこともあるので、また EX スキルはパーツがなくなると使えなくなりますが、フレーム EX スキルはそういった心配がないところもポイントですね。 EX スキルやフレーム EX スキルについては何度もバトルして覚えていくのが一番ね。ですね。どちらもいつでも好きに使えるものではありませんが、繰り返し使ってみて自分のプレイ長くなりましたが以上です。他にわからないことがあれば Tips を確認してみてくださいね。
I love the tutorial is, hey, this is what the basics. Now, if you want to know more, go to the tip section.
マリカちゃんすごいね。まだ1年生なのにこんなにガンプラの知識と技術を持ってるなんて。ええ、驚きました。私もガンプラ作りには自信がありましたが、まだ ありがとうございます。
Hee hee hee.
なんというか今の状況で言うことではないのですが、もっと強くなれると思うと。それなら今調整したガンプラでバトルしてみませんか。でも生徒会の許可なし
You
に
have a giant pod
勝手に
behind
バ
you,
トル
lady.
システムを使うわけには。
I'm thinking that she repairs them in her spare time.
大丈夫です。この物質型は古いですがバトルシステムがあって通信ができないオフラインならバトルできます。
Alright, so all we need to do is disable the Ethernet adapter. We don't even need to unplug it. That's way too much work. Just click one button.
すごい。オフラインでもいいわ。ぜひやらせて。わかりました。すぐ準備します。 のとほとんど変わらないのね。インターフェースはほぼ同じです。オフラインなので機能制限があるのと動作が少し重いですが。
Runs slower, not having to ping out to the network every few seconds. Artificial limitation much?
いつもはこんな表示は。
Well, you see, you powered it down, and I'm assuming you ran out the power bank, so likely the RAM flushed? I mean, like, how good's your UPC? Because you clearly unplugged it at one point.
すぐ頭に血が上るというか直情的ですし、でもそんなとこも魅力的というか。反省します。入力終わりました。デフォルトのまま登録名はサイドゼロになります。
Ah, we're on side 0. The mining colony. So side zero theoretically doesn't exist. The sides are the group of colony clusters in UC. Side 0, though, is often referred to as the early mining colonies and the lost colonies that somehow exist even though colonies are only like 50 years old. The most known one is probably Pelu from Unicorn. But there's also Moon from Double Zeta. Also, we didn't get a choice for that, which kind of sucks. I mean, Gundam X, or Super Robot Wars X let you change your name, but I didn't do it there either because I really don't care. But I'll complain. Alright, seriously, are any of these people at least vaguely normal? Oh crap, is Char and Ribbon's characters trapped in this one too? We still can't change them out. I'm curious why they give us that option, but I'm assuming eventually we get like 6 people and we can kind of like choose depending on who we're fighting or what we're fighting, and there's like a little era of tacticalness to it. I think that'd be really cool. I'll probably ignore it and just pick the characters I like, but that'll probably be a thing. Also, I really should go Buster Frame or whatever, or Striker Frame or whatever it's called. The melee one, because I'm all about that melee. Because both blocking and ranged are kind of weird and kind of useless. I really need to get into using ranged more, though. Oh, hey, that was Gabfully shoulders, wasn't it? Oh. Rekoa time and had a G-Self head. And more Zaku's. I think those are Jesta legs. Ooh, I like Jestas. Ooh, and I get a hand grenade? That's cool. So the Jesta was the one of the limited production upgrades to the Yagen, which was used in 0094 initially, I think. But they were basically used to support, or at least they were designed to support the Unicorn Gundam when it was actually used in combat. The only thing is, it was never really implemented. Eventually, it would be co-opted by the Federation Special Forces. And that was where we saw them in Unicorn. Is the Palace Athene just not in the game? I know it was in the earlier games. The Palace Athene being the mobile suit that Rekoa used in Zeta. It was one of the Shirako mobile suits. So this guy named Papsmear Shirako in Zeta, who is the either son of Jupiter or the man from Jupiter, depending on who you asked, created 4 mobile suits, which all used transformable frame besides the last one, and were considered really advanced because basically what he did was shove a bunch of guns onto it. And one of those would be the Palace Athene, which he gave to A1 Rekoa Lond, who is a defector from the AUG because basically she fell in love with Shirako because she has way fucked up intentions. However, you know, he would eventually ignore her because that's how he does things. And she would get killed in battle with Emma Sheen. In the movies, Emma kills her and then she dies. But in the show, they both get killed at the same time. Hey, G-Self Perfect Pack likes. I wanted that Jesta gun, though, that I'm literally standing right next to, but I can't really do much about. So yeah, that's the beam rifle for the Jesta. I believe it's based off of the Chinese QBZ. The Chinese QBZ assault rifle. I forget the official name for it. It's like Qiaozhong or something like that. My Chinese is very bad. Also, that is a GBO3 Denorbium. It has an eye field, so beams theoretically shouldn't do much to it, but they do. That was a mobile armor designed to take out entire fleets. Used by Ko in the end of Stardust Memory. Oh, I just noticed that the parts you pick up actually have damage to them. That's why sometimes, like, legs and stuff get knocked off immediately after you equip them. That's cool. Come on, I want to target the GPO-3. The thing about the GPO-3 is it implied a lot of weapons that are usually used by ships. Like, it had eye fields and whatnot. Yeah, it would eventually get destroyed in battle with the new CL piloted by Gato in the end of 0083. But in one of the mangas, they actually resurrected it and rebuilt it with modern parts, and it became super good. But that, of course, isn't canon, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever that was cool. I want that. See, the trick to this is we really should just wait till they get close to killing it, and then we steal the kill. And we can actually ditch that. We don't need it. And I really should go return these. Except for I'm on the ground, and I hadn't realized I was on the ground because there's no indication that I was on the ground. Also, our new box is way in the back, so let's have some fun. Hey, Gelgu Glades. We can use those. So this is the box you drop stuff off to. It just randomly decides when you've held circle long enough, and then the bar starts moving. So that took all my parts, even the stuff that I had removed, which I don't really like, but that's how it works. So that's how it works. Also, fuck you, GPO3. I hadn't been aware that was a quest. But hey, it has a Blitz Gundam arm. So the Blitz Gundam was the second in the GAT series. It was designed to turn invisible in combat, making it really useful for taking out, like, bunkers and shit. But the only thing is, it was only actually used once to take out a bunker and do what it was designed for before it got destroyed, because the owner had a thing for Athrun, who was the main character's best friend, who was secretly in love with Kira, and all that junk. Nothing really important since, you know, it's Seed and no one cares about Seed. Also, this is getting really annoying that, like, I pick something up and then it just gets destroyed. But I do kind of like how you can grab parts off of them and just start building your mobile suit up. I don't know if you guys ever played the Ratchet and Clank racing game on the Xbox 360, but it was something you could do in that. It's like you could grab parts from the enemy and then add them to your car, which would stop the enemy from, like, doing, which would stop the enemy from, like, say, if you ripped off a tire, it would stop them from returning that tire, and they would have to knock it off you to get it. I wasn't aware that was a mission either, my bad. And, there's this one point in the game where you have to battle Gruntilda, and she has this, like, giant, bouncing thing, and I had ripped one of the legs off of it, and, like, I had just started repairing it, but since I was playing on one of the higher difficulties... Oh, asshole. Stole my kill. Since I was playing on one of the higher difficulties, the fact that I had stolen one of her, tires allowed me to, like, break a bunch of other parts off of her robot, or off of her car, and then, since I had knocked all that stuff off of her car, I had rebuilt almost the entire car just, like, on the side of mine, like a tumor. It was great. The rest of that game was shit, but the weird stuff you got up to, I loved. Especially that one flying level. Fuck that place. It still haunts me to this day. I mean, you know, the mission was don't let it escape. It was literally in the corner. Like, I didn't even have to try on that one. Oh, I just noticed we had a time limit. See, the annoying thing is, like, half the time I don't even know why I can't do something. I'm just sitting there not able to do anything. I really like the paint job on that, though. The, like, shiny green. And hey, we got hand grenades on both the left and the right. Nice. We needed those. Yep. And our abilities leveled up. Got some blitz arms, a beam rifle from the Jesta, blitz body, bunch of magnum parts, gaffin arms, blitz legs, G-self legs, that, Jesta legs. And a bunch of repeat parts that we don't need that'll get sold. That was cool. So I think we're going to switch the frame up and then maybe switch a couple of parts around depending on what the stat increases look like. And then maybe we'll go Jester Rifle after that. I do like how we're fighting offline bots and yet we get to keep the parts. So I'm assuming this is all digital and we're not actually building the Gunpla. Or it's not like actually like shooting parts out at us. Like after it's over. Like, there's just a 3D printer built into it. It's like, oh hey, you won these in the battle, so here, have a box of parts. Somebody secretly acted into the council's system. So it's the ghost in the machine who the former council president who got defeated in the battle and now their mind is stuck in the machine like Marion?
やめてください。
It's gonna
ユイ
happen.
先輩、そういう比較。これは定型のフレンド申請メールですね。差出人はレココ。さっきのバトルの相手のようです。でもオフラインだったのよね。こうなるとわかりません。
Maybe they're secretly developing AI.
生徒会管理外のサーバに接続していたという可能性も何分。
It's entirely possible, you know, static IPs and everything. Though the fact that they have an unregistered server on their network is sad.
ユイ先輩ってやっぱりいい性格してますね。それより
It's probably a MyTel server, knowing how the phones work.
ですね。
MyTel likes hiding shit all over your network for no good reason. It's kind of annoying, actually.
私ね、ずっと考えていたの。どうすればこの学園を
Nah, work camp.
元の楽しかったガンブレ学園に戻せる。
I'm gonna have you guys build Gunpla, and then we're gonna sell them on the Gunpla black market. And if your quality isn't good enough, we cut off your hands. Don't worry, you guys don't have to work though. You guys can be the overseers.
今の生徒会が教えてくれたことよ。まさかユイ先輩。ええ、強いものが正義。それなら私たちが今の生徒会を倒して。
No, we need to set up a socialist state where we don't have leadership. Everyone just does stuff for the greater good. Of course, I will be the premier of that.
新しいルールをガンプラを楽しむための拘束を作る。それが私の作戦よ。名付けて V 作戦はベタすぎますよ、先輩。
Operation V, or Operation Victory. The Federation's plan to develop mobile suits during the One-Year War. Of course, now with the new retcon, it's to improve mobile suits during the One-Year War because the gun tank and the gun cannon were developed way before it, but it would eventually culminate in the Gundam and the GM due to Temure's idea that batteries are a good idea. And that is how the Federation won the One-Year War. Operation Star 1 was the capture of Solomon using a pseudo-solar array, unlike the laser cannon that Zeon was building that could literally take out a fleet, and would eventually kill their leader and 1/3 of the Federation fleet. It would be a resounding success because literally the Federation threw every guy they could in a mobile suit at Solomon. They only suffered like 30% casualties too, which was really good. In the actual battle, 30%. A third of their fleet was wiped out in almost an instant before the battle. So, you know, massive casualties all the way around. But I don't care about those things. See, I knew there would have to be an open air part. Like, or maybe this is how, like, we schedule dates and everything. You know, dates being battles. God, how this series is, how this game's gonna be. Fuck you guys, I'm leader. I'm pretty sure if you'd said Iori, she'd be happy about it, but... Or if you said Yui, she'd be happy about it, but you'd have to do it in the end anyway. But I don't like either of them, so... Ixo. Yeah, I thought it would be something like that. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So, Builder 15 total parts collected. You have 32 unlocked, though? Oh, okay, so I actually have to physically go and unlock it. It doesn't unlock itself. That makes sense. Also, there's literally a week's difference between that. It was like 30 seconds. Whatever. I mean, I'm assuming there's at least 4 people we could have unlocked, but we hadn't unlocked somebody for whatever reason. Maybe we had to defeat the girl back on this mission. Anyway. So let's go. Parts. First off, I want to change the frame. And then I might actually paint it. Yeah, I want striker frame instead of... Because I want to knock parts off, damn it. You know, I should get stuff accomplished. Oh, the Jester Beam Rifle actually does less? Kind of disappointing. I'm gonna take it though, because I like it. We have giant Gundam head if we wanted. I don't know how I feel about having 90% of the equipment be worse than the starter equipment. Damn, I definitely want Blitz arms. Those are good. Or giant Gion arms. Yeah, I think I'll go with Blitz arms. Blitz legs. I didn't get any more backpacks, sadly. Or shields. Though I thought I grabbed that Gion shield. I might not have. I want body, and I'm just gonna... I'm gonna go with that, and I'll paint it something different. Make it look cool. But anyway, folks, that'll be that for today. If you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. I forgot to equip frame abilities. Oh, because I don't have any good ones. It's a good sign, though, having a bunch of abilities for the different frames. Maybe there'll be some, like, actual customization to the system. Who knows? But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back for more tomorrow. Good night, folks.